Now we enter the plot explanation of episode 176. Before watching, don't forget to like, this helps. I never expected fellow Taoist Han to have such a heaven-defying divine ability. If the two of us join forces, we might actually have the strength to fight them. From the other side came Marquis Nanlong's voice, filled with surprise. Han Li heard this. His gaze swept over. Marquis Nanlong and the others had not yet made a move, but the white-robed elder from Wengtiangu Valley and everyone else was staring at him with mouths agape, their faces full of shock. As long as fellow Taoist is willing to join hands, I am ready to give you another healing goo. Marquis Nanlong immediately tried to pull him into an alliance. Ha ha. Han Li gave a cold laugh. The wings behind his back moved. His figure suddenly vanished from the spot. Not good. Stop him. We cannot let him take the healing goo away, the unsurnamed elder shouted without thinking. But they had just witnessed Han Li nearly instantly kill a cultivator of the same level. The old woman and the dark-faced man completely ignored him. Even Wang Tiangu showed hesitation on his face. In a flash of lightning, Han Li's figure appeared at the staircase. He gave Wang Tiangu and the others a strange smile, then pointed at the Black Mountain Peak. The Black Mountain Peak trembled. It instantly vanished from its original spot, then suddenly appeared above the heads of Wang Tiangu and the others. Without courtesy, it pressed down heavily. The unsurnamed elder and Wang Tiangu never expected Han Li to pull such a move. Naturally, they were furious, but with the power of this mountain peak, the few of them had no choice. Their bodies shifted. They shot backward, avoiding the sharp pressure of the small mountain. This way, Marquis Nanlong finally got the chance to strike. He suddenly turned into a blinding golden light, charging straight at the old woman opposite him. In front of the old woman, a yellow flash appeared. An earthen yellow small shield blocked in front of her body. Immediately, golden light and yellow glow intertwined. Golden light blazed brightly all over Marquis Nanlong's body. He was about to break through in one go, but the others saw this. Without time to think, they urged their treasures and attacked together, forcibly stopping him. Yet Marquis Nanlong used some unknown secret technique. The golden light on his body grew denser, thicker and thicker. He looked just like a golden man. At the same time, he sacrificed several powerful ancient treasures, mixing in battle with them, and did not fall behind at all. Wang Tiangu, they were shocked. For the moment, they naturally could no longer pay attention to Han Li's actions. Han Li saw this and felt satisfied. He pointed again at the Black Mountain Peak. A whirlwind flew back into his hand. Then he looked at the rolling purple blood mist. A ruthless glint flashed across Han Li's face. Without hesitation, he raised one hand. His entire arm swelled, covered in black light. Then black-red light blades shot from his palm, flashing through the blood mist. It was the inner Yin demon / secret technique. As a miserable scream came from the blood mist, Han Li had already vanished in a flash of electric arcs under his Yin demon / strike. Even if Wang Chen did not die on the spot, he was severely injured. Unfortunately, although he wanted to take the chance to destroy Wang Chan's body and soul, he knew that after attacking, Wang Tiangu definitely would not stand by. Then he would have to directly get involved in the fight with Wang Tiangu's group. The danger would increase greatly. Anyway, a mere late-core formation cultivator, Han Li believed he could destroy him at any time. No need to take this risk. Han Li's figure suddenly appeared at the door on the first floor of the pavilion. Then he immediately turned into a cyan rainbow, instantly flying toward the hall entrance. Only halfway, suddenly from a corner of the hall, a white light shot out. It flew into Han Li's sleeve. Master. Silver Moon opened her mouth, looking a bit excited, as if wanting to say something. No need to say anything now. Wait until we escape the current danger. Han Li immediately interrupted. When breaking the Grand Wonder Divine restriction, Han Li deliberately used dazzling spiritual light to disturb others' spiritual sense. forcibly opening a tiny gap in the restriction, instantly sending Silvermoon inside, then deliberately delaying time, slowly truly breaking the restriction. Now seeing Silvermoon so joyful, she must have gained a lot in the pavilion. The moment Han Li's figure shot out of the hall door, a heaven-shaking explosion came from behind. Han Li was startled. He hurriedly turned back for a glance. The jade pure pavilion behind him suddenly exploded. Then a golden sun about a zhang in diameter rose from the ruins. In the center of the sun, a figure faintly moved. It seemed to be Marquis Nanlong himself, using some unknown secret technique. It seems these nascent soul-old monsters, when desperate, none of them are ordinary. Han Li thought this. He had already escaped to the center of their rival hall. He looked at the walls that had closed around. Without hesitation, he flicked a finger. Puff! A bowl-sized hole pierced the wall, but immediately a white flash. The hole vanished. Han Li frowned. Just as he was about to try another way, his expression suddenly changed. He immediately turned around, only to see several zhang behind him. Marquis Nanlong stood silently, golden light dazzling all over his body, but his face pale, extremely weakened. Han Li expressionlessly glanced behind him. He saw above the pavilion ruins a huge golden bowl upside down, floating in midair. Below it, golden haze shone on the area. Inside, black light and white key flashed non-stop. Muffled thunderous explosions could be faintly heard. A trace of surprise flashed on Han Li's face. Marquis Nanlong used some heaven-defying ability, temporarily trapping Wang Tiangu, the Yun surnamed elder, and the others there. This outer restriction needs the mountain opening flag to break quickly. Fellow Daoist Han, I only have one mountain opening flag, so it will take some time. Please help me stall them a bit. My ancient treasure is powerful, but it cannot trap them for long. Marquis Nanlong forced a smile. A small yellow flag appeared in his hand. Then he began chanting incantations. Han Li slapped his storage pouch with one hand. A Xian formation plate appeared in his palm. It was the artifact used when breaking the Grand Wonder Divine restriction. He quickly drew several Xian runes, blew with his mouth. The runes lightly fell onto the plate. Immediately the plate, Xian light blazed brightly, except for the wall facing Marquis Nanlong. The disappeared blue golden walls reappeared, once again sealing the great hall door inside. Fellow Daoist can control the Grand Temple restriction. Marquis Nanlong saw this, said with some joy, the restriction power I can exert is less than 1/10 of the original. It also cannot trap them for long. Hearing this, the joy on Marquis Nanlong's face faded. He threw the small flag. It became a yellow streak, drilled into the wall, vanished. Then incantation sounded again from his mouth. At the same time, a thunderous boom came from inside. Then the golden blue wall under Han Li's feet flashed instably. Explosive sounds clearly came from within. It seems Wang Tiangu and the others had broken Marquis Nanlong's ancient treasure, starting to madly attack the wall. Han Li glanced at the stone wall already faintly turning white, then at the flickering blue golden wall. After slight hesitation, he threw out a spirit beast pouch. Immediately, Trichlord gold devouring bugs surged out. Han Li formed seals with both hands. Trichlord armor covered his body. Marquis Nanlong saw Han Li's actions. Surprise flashed across his face. Moments later, just as the golden wall flashed wildly, looking about to collapse, a rumbling shaking came from the opposite stone wall. The stone wall finally split in white light. Marquis Nanlong saw this, instantly became a startling rainbow, shooting out from the spot. Han Li behind. Thunderwind wings flashed with lightning, suddenly vanished. Next moment, Han Li overtook Marquis Nanlong. But immediately a clear cracking sound came from below the passage. Han Li's face changed. Thunderwind wings moved again. In an instant, he reached the stone steps entrance, then fully activated Thunder Escape technique, flashing in and out, escaping far away. Just as Han Li escaped several hundred zhang, a piercing screech came from the passage. Then a dazzling rainbow flashed and shot out. Purple, gold, red slightly circled at the exit. Then Marquis Nanlong's venomous cold voice rang out. Remember this, you better not fall into my hands. Otherwise, I will make sure your body and soul perish." After these curse-like words, the rainbow light blazed, then became blurry. When a silver escape light also shot out from the passage, the rainbow suddenly turned into an extremely thin golden thread, flashing several times, instantly shooting far away. What escape techniques did these to use? How are they so fast? Right after the silver light, a black streak shot out. It was Wang Tiangu. Marquis Nenlong used the unique secret technique created by Kang Kunupperman, 10,000 feet in one thread, at the cost of greatly consuming vital key and even blood essence, instantly escaping far away and turning the escape light into a thread-thin line, completely concealing aura. Impossible to track. He actually did not go far. Just divine sense could not detect him. As for that Han kid, the escape technique seems from those strange wings controlling thunder and lightning. Should be the legendary thunder escape, similar to teleportation. After the silver light vanished, the unsurnamed elder ass figure appeared from inside, his expression extremely grim as he spoke. Then the old woman and dark-faced cultivator also escaped from the passage, just in time to hear the young elder's words. Their escape techniques are so strange. Onty they escape easily. What do we do? Anxiety faintly showed on the old woman-ass face. The Han kid is fine, but if Marquis Nenlong escapes alive, we will be in big trouble. Fellow doused Wang, fellow doused Yun, you said this trip would definitely eliminate Marquis Nenlong. That is why we agreed to join forces. The dark-faced man's expression was no better. Don T. worry. Do you think he fought us many alone without falling behind? Was his true strength heavily injured, yet dared to force activate secret technique, forcibly raising mana, now use 10,000 feet in one thread again. Another technique greatly damaging vital key. Even if we Donty chase, when he returns, he will be severely injured and bedridden, even spending 100 years recovering vital key. He wanted to keep mid-nascent soul realm. Moreover, when did I say I couldn't track him? The unsurnamed elder gave a cold laugh. So, fellow Taoist, Yun means, since I planned to kill him here, naturally, I prepared measures long ago. As long as he doesn't escape beyond 300 li in one breath, I can find him. The young elder said confidently. Good. I am finally relieved. This time, if fellow Taoist Wing hadn't he first given a black jade lotus and promised to share the falling devil Veli's secrets afterward, I absolutely wouldn't he take this risk. Feuding with a mid-nascent soul cultivator is not wise. The old woman-ass face relaxed. She sighed. This time for falling devil Veli. You two really put in a lot of effort, but we never expected. Fellow Taoist, Yun is not a loose cultivator, but an elder of ghost spirit sect. Truly unexpected. Are there many such hidden elders in the 6 devil sects? The dark-faced man said this, complex expression on his face. In my early years, I came from Ghost Spirit Sect, but rarely interfered in affairs. So even in the sect, few know my true identity. No intent to deceive anyone. Speaking of which, fellow Taoist Nanlong, as descendant of Kang Kunupperman, befriended me for many years. Originally, I didn't want to kill him, but unfortunately, later learned he secretly contacted several elders of the righteous Heavenly Extremity sect and intended to join them. I hinted several times. He showed no intent to change, even wanted to use Heavenly Extremity sect power to enter Falling Devil Valley for treasures. Then, I could not let righteous forces grow, had to act ruthlessly. Marquis Nenlong connected to Heavenly Extremity sect. Fellow Taoist Yun, you never mentioned this before. The old woman-ass face slightly changed. The dark-faced man also showed shock and anger. Never mentioned. Perhaps I was careless. Overlooked it. But this old friend never truly joined Heavenly Extremity sect. If you still worry, you can join our sect as Ghost Spirit Sect elders. Heavenly Extremity sect can detouch you. The young elder smiled faintly, calmly said, I am this old. No interest in more restrictions. The old woman coldly snorted. I am used to being lazy. Also no interest in joining. The dark-faced man frowned. What a pity. If you joined Ghost Spirit Sect, the sect's influence would greatly rise. But I want to force it. Fellow Taoists, as long as we kill Marquis Nanlong here, Heavenly Extremity Sect 1T truly avenge a dead man. It is a shame I befriended Nanlong for over 100 years, but about Falling Devil Valley, he was very tight-lipped. I only know there is a hidden cave here, containing Kenkan Upperman S route map in and out of Falling Devil Valley. So when we chase later, Dante destroy his nascent soul first. I'll use soul search technique to see if I can get more useful information. The elder changed topic, spoke of other matters. But what if the route map is in the healing goo taken by the Han kid? That would be troublesome. Wang Tiangu showed worry. Easy. At worst, we make it public. Let all Tiannan sects know. That not just righteous and devil paths. Even Heavenly Tao Alliance will demand the map from him. Then we fish in muddy waters. A mere falling cloud sect wants to monopolize Falling Devil Valley treasures. See if they have the appetite. Compared to the route map, I am more interested in Falling Devil Valley info in Nanlong's mind. If we learn those, even if everyone knows the method to enter Falling Devil Valley, we gain huge advantage, the young elder slowly said. If truly so unlucky, only do that. But before, we can try trading the map for other price. After all, nothing in this world cannot be traded. Wang Tiangu thought and offered his view. Junior brother Wang's words are more proper than mine. But speaking of which, this kid's divine abilities are truly strange. Is he really around Wang Shizi's age? But his battle experience, far more cunning than us old monsters. Even fellow Taoist, you fell for it. In one-on-one fight, I am not sure I could handle him. The young elder let out a breath. I asked around. This person was originally just an ordinary disciple of Yellow Maple Valley. Cultivation truly only foundation establishment. Why now advance so rapidly? Has such great abilities. Unclear, but without this kid exceeding expectations and interfering, how could we several together let Marquis Nanlong escape so easily? Wang Tiangu's eyes flickered, showing annoyance. The old woman and others could only bitterly smile. Speaking of this, let us first go back and release fellow Taoist U. With fellow Taoist U's nascent soul cultivation, he can still be saved. Also, I am a bit worried. The black red light blade the kid released before leaving somewhat resembles my cultivated devil blood slash. Wang Tiangu suggested again. Good. Anyway, we can sense him now. Go back first. Check. Then decide. When my friend Nanlong's secret technique ends, we can still catch up. The young elder agreed. Immediately the group raised escape lights again, flew into the passage. In a flash, returned to the Jade Pure Pavilion ruins. They saw Yan Ruyan half squatting, looking helpless, while Wang Chan lay motionless on the nearby ground. What happened? Was Channer hit in a vital spot? Wang Tiangu's voice turned cold. No, but husband's legs. Wang Tiangu stepped forward, looked, frowned tightly. Wang Chan's two legs severed at the knee, to cut off lower legs placed beside. But strangely, not a drop of blood flowed. Husband and I together released the protective blood mist of blood spirit grand technique, but unknown what secret technique the opponent used. Not only incredibly fast, reached us in a flash, and blood mist couldn't block it at all. Husband only managed to jump halfway, dodging a waist slash. But both legs, Yan Ruyan helplessly explained. If so, why not use reattachment technique? Immediately reconnect. You should know this spell. Wang Tiangu still grimly asked. I tried several reattachment spells, but for some reason, no effect. Cannot reconnect at all. At the wound, though no blood flows, a black key gathered there. Does not disperse. Cannot drive it away. Wang Tiangu's expression softened, focused on Wang Chan's wound. Indeed, faint black key at the severed legs. Wang Tiangu raised a hand. 5 fingers flashed black light, lightly grabbed at the evil key. A bean-sized black key mass appeared at his fingertip. He wanted to burn it with true flame casually, but suddenly thought. Wang Tiangu wrapped the black key mass in spiritual power, sent it into a bottle. Wang Tiangu did not notice. Yan Ruyan Seeing this, complex expression flashed on her face, but quickly returned to normal. After Wang Tiangu grabbed the evil key from the other leg, Yan Ruyan silently realigned the severed limbs to the wounds, began casting. Wang Tiangu then nodded satisfied, turned and walked to the other side. There the young elder and others surrounded the ice statue of the user named Cultivator, staring blankly. Why haven't you started unsealing? How to unseal? Didn't he expect this thing to be far more vicious than imagined? Fear flashed in the old woman's eyes. Brother Wang, look! The dark-faced man suddenly beckoned the ground casually, then threw toward the ice. A fist-sized jade fragment shot out. Bang! Clear sound. Blue light flashed. The jade just touched the ice surface, instantly turned into the same blue ice, then shattered into countless pieces. The dark-faced man's actions continued. From a jang away, he extended a finger, lightly pointed. A strand of pure white true flame sprayed from the fingertip, swept toward the blue ice. As a result, true flame touched blue ice. Light flashed, immediately vanished without trace. Wang Tiangu sucked in cold air. This blue ice is so vicious. It seems fellow Taoist US Dharma body is already dead. No need to preserve. Now only let fellow Taoist US nascent soul emerge. Return and find a suitable body for seizure. Fellow Taoist, you never used seizure chance before. Right. The young elder sighed. No, this was his original body. The dark-faced man seemed close to the U-Cultivator. Good. Then let fellow Taoist you release nascent soul himself. The young elder nodded. The U-Cultivator in blue eye seemed to hear. His whole body suddenly blazed white light. Then bang. Muffled sound. Body turned to ash. Vanished. In the blue ice remained only an inch-tall U-Cultivator nascent soul. Hands holding a thumb-sized jade pendant. Small face full of annoyance and venom. He opened small mouth. Spit out fiery red. Scorching nascent yang true fire onto the jade pendant. Then raised it high. Immediately red and white flames rose several kai round his body. Then without thinking, charged straight, trying to break the ice. Wait. The young elder seemed to recall something, hurriedly shouted to stop, but too late. The unascent soul solidly crashed into the blue ice. Then a scene that chilled everyone's backs appeared. The seemingly powerful red-white flames, upon touching the ice wall, as if igniting something. The entire ice suddenly burned fiercely, swallowing red-white flames and nascent soul inside. Red-white blaze. In a flash, strangely turned blue flame. Nascent soul let out an extremely miserable scream, with blue flame madly rushed into midair, but only flew over Tanjang. In the distance, desperately rolling in blue flame, wailing. Moments later, the voice abruptly stopped. Nascent soul refined into a white light in the flames. White light scattered. The U-Cultivator from then on perished body and soul from the world. No more him. Using thunder escape technique. Escaping 100 li in one breath, Han Li paused slightly, reoriented himself, switched to blood-colored cloak, again broke through the sky, this time flying 1,000 li. He saw below a team of tens of thousands of ordinary Mulan people. His heart stirred. He stopped during falling cloud sect time. He chatted with the silver-haired elder about battles between Mulan spell warriors and Tiannan cultivators. He knew although ordinary Mulan tribe people cannot cultivate spiritual arts, but each invasion, Mulan spell warriors organize many young, strong, ordinary people, form temporary tribes, taking advantage of Tiannan cultivators being occupied, go plunder various spirit stone material mines in Tiannan. This way, even if later, Mulan spell warrior army fails and returns, not empty-handed. Such robbery-like actions naturally enraged the Nine Nations Alliance, but temporarily could not spare attention. After all, if send few cultivators to guard those places, likely high-level Mulan spell warriors wipe them all out. If send many cultivators, affects main battlefield against spell warriors. Only feasible way, after spell warriors seize raw material sites and mines, send cultivators to retake them, and conveniently eliminate these Mulan ordinary people. Unfortunately, These Mulan people don't care about ordinary deaths. Once eliminated, immediately organize another batch, and sometimes set traps, heavily injuring cultivators coming to retake mines. This way, after losing many cultivators, Nine Nations Alliance simply turned a blind eye. Anyway, short time cannot take much spirit stones, as long as quickly repel spell warrior army head on. These Mulan ordinary people will obediently withdraw. Now this team had many ox carts and carriages, heading toward Tiannan, mostly young men and women. Should be a temporary small tribe formed to seize Tiannan resources. Han Li stood in the sky above the team. Powerful divine sense swept. Inside only one foundation establishment. 3 key condensation spell warriors. Pondered briefly. Han Li suddenly formed seals with both hands. Next moment silently appeared inside an old carriage. Now all Mulan spell warriors are mobilized. He, a cultivator, openly returning to Tiannan. Likely trouble on the road. Although with his cultivation, unless meeting top Mulan spell warriors, but to many people. Moreover, besides spell warriors, now he also needs to avoid Wang Tiangu and others, in case they lose their minds, decide to hunt and kill him. This ordinary team advances slowly indeed, but into 3 days can safely leave Mulan grasslands. Now he sat calmly inside the carriage. Outside, conversations of several Mulan people clearly entered his ears. They mostly discussed how many spirit stone resources they can rob in Tiannan this trip, if chance to receive favor from upper masters and rise in the world. From their words, these Mulan ordinary people full of worship ought toward spell warriors, even like a faith, as if dying for these spell warriors is an extraordinary honor. Han Li secretly sighed, but then slid one hand. A layer of faint cyan light barrier sealed the entire carriage interior. Mulan voices immediately vanished. Silver Moon, now tell me about your gains. Seeing you so excited at first should be quite a few good things. Whether good or not, I am not sure. Master should know. First floor had many ancient treasures, but after escaping, couldn't he conceal their spiritual key, so didn't he touch any. But second floor, the healing goo you fought over, originally 6. I took half. Hee hee. Actually, Silver Moon wanted to take most, but feared too few left would arouse suspicion. So only took 3 small goo, half squatting on the ground. Letting out light left her, then opened mouth, spat out 3 crystal jade boxes. Han Li glanced at the jade boxes, slapped his waist. Another identical jade box appeared in his hand. Kang Kun Upperman left 6 jade boxes total, but fell into my hands. This trip was worth it. That's the end of today's explanation. Want to see the continuation? Click the original novel breakdown on the main page. See you next episode.